it's a documentation for this presentation. And let me share my screen. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining today's section. Today I'm going to talk about how to use the generative AI tools, such as the Claude and ChatGPT inside the Visual Studio for the coding assistant on the Vital. This presentation is focused on the practical research workflows. Instead of discussing AI, the theory, I want to demonstrate how these tools can help with everyday programming tasks, especially for people working with R, Python, SAS, SQL, and the data analysis pipeline. The goal is not to replace the coding knowledge. The goal here is to use the AI as a productivity tool, something that help debug faster and understand unfamiliar code and improve documentation and speed up the development. Uh, why we use generative AI for coding? Many of us spend a large amount of time doing repetitive coding tasks, such as debugging and writing documentation. And traditionally, we rely on Google search or TensorFlow, a Stack Overflow, and to find a solution. However, generative AI changed this workflow significantly. Instead of searching for answers manually, we can interact directly with the AI assistant inside the coding environment. This is especially useful on Vital, where many research projects involve the large data sets and complex pre-processing and SAS models. The first step is to install the AI coding extension in the Visual Studio code. So in Visual Studio code, first is to click the extension icon on the left sidebar here, and then search for Claude or the ChatGPT. So in today's example, I'll focus mainly on the Claude. And once installed, click the extension will add to the AI chat panel directly inside the Visual Studio code. I will show you an example. This. So after you click the extension, you click the Claude code for VS Code, and then click the install. And after that, it will see a small icon here. Then you can click this icon. Then before you see this interface, you need to sign in, log into your account. So if you have I think for the Claude, you have to have a account for the Claude AI, and or if you're using ChatGPT, you also need to have a ChatGPT account. And once you connected, the AI you can use this tool inside the Visual Studio. Now the third step is to open your code project. So in Visual Studio Code, you can just click the file and open folder. Once the project is open, you can start interacting with your code using AI. I will show several examples on this. For example, this is one use case is like ask AI to explain the code. I think this is one of the most useful features in code explanation. This is very especially helpful when you're understanding the collaborator's code, learning unfamiliar pipelines, and checking whether the code matches the evaluation or study design. For example, suppose I open our code. For this is the ITS analysis pipeline. I can click this code and then ask ChatGPT or Claude explain this code. Just this is example plot. Just copy this and then paste to the Claude. And in this code, you ask for Claude to explain this code, and then click the run button, and then the Claude AI will automatically generate generate the results to explain the code. For example, what is the input for this code, and how did this pipeline generated, and what is the upstream pipeline, and what is the output for this code, and where is it located. So I think this is and the AI summarized all of the useful information on what is the code is doing and how the data flows through the pipeline and what outputs are generated and potential issues or assumptions. This can save a tremendous amount of time compared with manually chasing through the large scripts. And I think another useful approach is to upload the evaluation design from your computer, and then we can ask AI to check whether the code correctly implements the planned analysis. For example, you can ask AI, here is the evaluation design for the measure. Please review the R code and check whether the code is consistent with the evaluation design, or check whether the denominator and the numerator are correctly defined, or the output appropriate for the report. And the AI may help to identify any inconsistency, such as using ITS, such as some incorrectly designed a code here. So I think this is the first use case on how to ask AI to explain the code. Next, I will show an example. Any questions so far? Okay. Next, I will explain another use case. It's called generate or rewrite the code. Oh no, the other I think the other use case is to use AI for the debugging. So when the code fails produce unexpected results, we can copy the error message into the AI panel and then ask find a bug in this code and explain how to fix it. I will show you an example on it. For example, this is a code with some bug. Then I will open the AI and then paste the prompt and then run it. And then the AI will automatically generate uh, some bug in this code. For example, the config file path is not correct because I changed it. Previously with V3 file, we replaced this to the 33. So in the AI find all the bugs in this code. So then you can also ask AI to revise the code. I will for example, this is the other. If you want to fix the code, you can just ask AI fix the code. Then the AI will check whether the edit is correct. For example, for this bug, I think the it's not config, it's configure v3. So you can not choose the yes. You can manually revise the code. Then so this is the example on the use case use AI for debugging. And then I will next I will show the use case, another use case, generate or rewrite code.
Rich,
AI can, yeah.
one quick question. Yeah, no, thanks. This is super helpful. I was just curious. So when you have those two program files open, AI can only access those that you have open. Those
No. AI can access all the files in this folder. So I will explain more details. If for example, if you want to know what is the pipeline for this code, because this code is just a figure generation. It doesn't include the pre-processing code and modeling code, but the AI can also find the pre-processing and modeling code for this code. Like I showed you previously. Explain the, for example, you want to know what is the data pre-processing pipeline step by step. Then you see the AI will first read this code and then it figure out the input is input file for this code. Then if I figure out what is the this is the modeling results file, and then it also figure out how to this is the downstream output. Out of Python. Ask the AI to explain the whole pre-processing pipeline and the modeling process, and then we'll search for this pipeline. We can the AI use the batch script. Then we search the whole pipeline. We just need to wait for a few minutes because yeah, just a few minutes, it will generate all the pipeline for this code. It will, I think that based on the batch, I think it is correct because this is the pre-processing staff code used for this figure. And yeah, this is the pre-processing file for this figure. So I to answer your question, yes, the AI is not only focus on the code you click, it also search for the all the files that related to this code.
Gotcha. And does it have access to all of the data too?
No. It just access the code file system.
Code files, and then also has access to like Excel files or something, or no?
Excel file, no, it doesn't access to the Excel file. It just search. It's a search. Basically, it is a search function.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Next, I will explain how to use AI to generate or rewrite code. AI can also generate or rewrite code. This includes generate. For example, you can ask AI to convert the R code into Python or SAS, and this is very useful when navigating the pipeline between languages. We can also ask AI to rewrite the code to make it cleaner and easier to maintain, or add comments to this code. This is very helpful for collaborative projects. We can also ask AI to modify the figures. For example, we can ask AI to modify of the ggplot code, so the y-axis ranges from any bench with the break, any break, or update the x-axis labels to show aggregate month and year format, such as January 2024. I think this is very useful when preparing the report, the figures for report. And I can show some examples on this. For example, last time Maria asked me to show to revise some figures. For example, we only have 5 observations. Maria want me to share some underlying data for the figure. This is figure, this is code. Then to do that, I think I just copy the questions from Maria and then paste to the AI, and then the AI will automatically generate a result for this question. For example, the underlying data comes from this one, this result. This is the path for this underlying data for this figure. So I think this is very convenient. You don't have to manually check. Because I already checked this is indeed with underlying results for this figure. Another example is that, for example, I will show you another example. The question that so this code is conducted ITS or the annual measure. However, this one should be conducted with CTA. So you share the underlying data for the figure. I just ask AI for this question. Then the AI will read this code, then find the underlying data for the figure. It will take some time, so I will check that later. So basically, this is very useful. I think this use case is very useful for us to revise our figures or revise the pipeline. But I will have to be careful to double check whether the result is correct. So then the next use case is generating documentation. Documentation is another area where AI can save significant time. For example, AI can automatically generate the README file on a workflow summarize. For example, we can ask AI to create a README for this project, or summarize what is pipeline does, or explain the workflow in simple language. And then I will explain also AI coding tools are very powerful. They are not always correct. AI can misunderstand some scientific context or produce inefficient code. So it is essential to review the generated code and test output and validate the results. So AI should assist the workflow, but humans remains responsible for the correctness and interpretation. And then for the protective sensitive data for healthcare and research projects, so data privacy is extremely important. So do not upload the patient's identifiers, PHI, password, or confidential data set or private credentials to the AI. And instead, you can just use some simple data or remove the identifiers. This is very important for healthcare, Medicaid, EHR, and claim-based research environment. And this is some example prompts for daily coding. I will also put it here. You can read it afterwards. Finally, to conclude, I recommend thinking of AI as a pair programmer, not a replacement for coding. AI works well for the debugging or explanation and documentation and code suggestions. However, human still extension for the validation, scientific reasoning, interpretation, and final decision making. When used carefully, generative AI can significantly improve the productivity and reduce time spent on repetitive coding tasks. Thank you so much. I'll be happy to take any questions. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions.
Thanks. No, I think this is super helpful.
Yeah.
Hi, Roche, this is Wei. Can you hear me?
Yes.
This is really helpful. I really appreciate your demonstration. I'm just wondering, I think in the first step, you said we install extension in the VS Code, right? That's then you can ask questions, the prompts, then we'll search your code for the answer to your question.
Yes.
So if we're not using VS Code, say we are using, for example, I'm using Stata, do we have some functions similar to that? Or in that case, yeah, I'm just wondering how to use different language.
For the data, I'm not sure whether the Visual Studio supports. I will ask AI for this. Sorry. Does the Visual Studio support data? How to spell the state?
STATA.
with I think it's the called data. If you search data, let's see. So
Is it the first one?
I think this is what. Yeah.
I see. But it should be stayed up within the Visual Studio environment.
Yeah.
Not the, we can also install data in our desktop, but would be like a very independent tool. So does that mean that you will be you have to install like the what's that called, the cloud extension within the VS Code environment? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. For example, the R and Python also a section for the VS Code. So I think you can also use the Visual Studio for data. So for example, new file. If you have a new file, then after I'm not familiar with data, but I think you can definitely use Visual Studio for you
Gotcha.
for the data. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. Yeah, you can after this meeting we can also try it. Yeah. So I think this is all. If you
Any
don't
other
have a question, yeah.
any last questions or good?
I think we're good. Yeah. I think one quick one, just I would probably move up the in your file, Reggie, maybe moving up what says best practices about protecting sensitive data and what not to upload, that this is just for code. It's not to upload data or anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
I'd highlight that very beginning.
Yeah, maybe yeah, at the beginning, up front, maybe that would be helpful.
Yeah, I can move that. I can yeah, I will revise this documentation later. Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks. This is super helpful. And especially this data question, I think I might incorporate it also. So thanks for asking, Huing.